Hey guys, first regards from here, and I'll be talking about the most cracked build setup for the Bulwark class in Space Marine 2 to dominate hard strats and operations. And now, this build will be using the Block Power Fist because the Block Power Fist is just absolutely nuts on this class, but other good options include the Block Power Sword, Block Power Axe, and of course the White Scars Chain Sword. Now, the reason block weapons are so good on the Bulwark is that they have a 0-frame startup, which means the moment you press your parry key in this game, you will immediately have an active parry window. And for perk effects like Intimidating Aura that give you massive damage on a perfect parry or a perfect block, having a 0-frame startup is incredibly valuable, and that kind of just puts them as like the de facto best option. And unlike the Assault class, you cannot animation cancel out the startup of a balanced parry window, so 0-frame startup for fencing and block, that's just the best for him, and block is just the best damage, so it's kind of the go-to. Now, for the perk tree here, we do just take Perpetual Strength first into the perk here, Fast Preparation, or excuse me, Heavy Preparation. This just makes your charge attacks come out significantly faster, and when it comes to the Power Fist, all you do on this weapon is just charge attack over and over. Your charge attacks have immense hyper armor where it's very difficult to actually get staggered out of them, and it's just one of the strongest options on this weapon in general, so definitely take this. Next perk here is Perpetual Strength, up here into Perpetual Strength again. Then I pick up the perk here, Focus Intention, because this damage reduction here is absolutely incredible, because usually with the Power Fist, the way this weapon actually works is you will trade into an enemy and just charge up your attack while you're getting shot, and you'll immediately use your thrust jab and get the execute and get your HP back. So having survivability during that charge up is incredible. Next perk here is Tide of Battle, which actually ups the power wave forward distance from 10 to 20 meters, which makes this weapon basically a ranged option. And the final perks here are Strength of Will, Falling Blow, the perk here combo, and Majora's Slayer, and that is all there is for the Power Fist. Now, when it comes to the secondary option, you have a couple, options you can really take here. So number one, if you are fighting Tyranids, I would just take the new Heroic Bolt Pistol that got buffed. This one is very strong at the moment. The ammo economy here is great. The accuracy is phenomenal, and the damage here is also substantial on top of the Gunstrike options. So really good weapon overall. I find this one performs the best against the Tyranids because the Zoanthropes kind of just get shit on thanks to perks down here like Elite Hunter. They give you a 50% headshot damage boost after melee killing a Majora's enemy, and you can also use your melee execute to trigger this, so even better than it sounds initially. Now, the rest of the perk tree here is Perpetual Precision over here into the perk Headhunter. Then I pick up a Gunstrike Reload, Increased Capacity, Headhunter again, Elite Hunter for the reasons I previously mentioned, into the perk Headhunter, Extended Magazine, and Divine Might. Now, the secondary I would take against the Chaos faction is the Plasma Pistol. It doesn't really matter which one you actually want here. You could take the magazine capacity version, Firepower, or Rate of Fire. I would probably stay away from the Heroic because the charge up time here is just way too long for like a only secondary class, but with Invigorating Icon it'd probably be okay. But as far as the best option is concerned, I do think that is the Rate of Fire still, because the contested health recovery here is top tier, the DPS is amazing, and being able to stagger and get all of your CHP back on a single shot, that is incredible against Chaos, because Chaos has guys like Minigun Terminators that will just really need to be staggered at times, even with your shield in the Bulwark class, since their minigun volleys are very dangerous. Now, one more benefit of the Plasma Pistol against Chaos versus Tyranids is that unlike Tyranids, you don't really need a headshot multiplier on your gun to actually kill things like Zoanthropes and Neurothropes, so you're kind of getting the full benefit of the Plasma Pistol here with no real downside. Now, for the perk tree, I do take Intimidating Aura first. A perfect time parry deals AoE damage with a 5-meter radius. Cooldown is 5 seconds. This is just the best perk on Bulwark in this column. If you want easier time, you can take Conviction, because stacking up full damage reduction with Invigorating Icon and all of these perks here is going to be kind of cracked. It is very hard to die, but this perk just makes your life feel way easier, because parrying one enemy and getting like full damage on them is incredible. Intimidating Aura, definitely pick this up. Next perk here is Scramble Targeting. If you're surrounded by 5 or more enemies, it will take 25% less damage from range attacks. This just makes you even tankier, and this stacked of Steel with the next for a 30% health damage reduction while below 50% HP is also incredible, especially with all of your increased HP as a starting perk. So this class, stupidly tanky with this setup, definitely pick up these perks. Next perk here is Focus Restoration. Every 30 seconds, all team members automatically restore one armor segment. This perk is cracked. It gives you so much free armor to your team, and classes like Tactical and Tech Marine that are already pretty squishy, getting free armor to damage cap melee attacks and even reduce range attack damage is just so strong for them. It's also buffing you up as well, so a great team perk, great option for solo play. It doesn't really matter what you're doing for the content in the game. This perk is top tier. Next perk here is Purity of Purpose. The banner deals damage over time to enemies with its area of effect. This just puts a shock nade around your banner. This will wipe out Minoris. It deals significant damage to Majoris, Extremis, and even bosses. The amount of value this perk puts out is tremendously higher than things like Rapid Regeneration and Focus Strength, so definitely grab this. And the next perk here is kind of your choice. I took Invigorating Icon on this build because getting full HP for your entire team, I mean, the value proposition of this perk is absolutely absurd. You can get more stims in your game just from this perk effectively than the entire stim economy of a single map. It is absurdly powerful, and that's why they kind of nerfed it to have a 50% slower recharge, though alternatively you could pick up Glorious Shield or even the perk up here, Concussive Force. They're all very strong, and Glorious Shield may be a bit weaker. It's like a value perk compared to Invigorating Icon, but you can stack this with things like Rejuvenating Effect or Inspiration if you want to have like more damage for your full team. That is up to you though. Next perk here I took is Merciless Resolve. After a Shield Bash, Shield Rush, or Thunder Hammer Pommel Smash, melee damage increases by 15%. You know these scroll heavy hits and cannot be knocked back for 10 seconds. This just gives you no knockback for free, basically, and a free damage buff for yourself. Now, if you want to give your teammates buffs, you can take Inspiration, and if you want to get your teammates up faster, you can, of course, take Rejuvenating Effect, but this perk here is still very strong, even though the Power Fist does have Hyper Armor, so no knockback is a little less valuable on him than other classes, but even with that being said, no knockback is still a top-tier effect. Really hard to go wrong with this one. Next perk here is Defensive Mastery. A first time parry or block instantly incapacitates a Majoris or Extremis level enemy. The cooldown is 90 seconds. A 90-second cooldown on one-shotting Extremis in this game is incredible. This almost always pops up when you want it at some point in a boss fight, and this has gotten me out of so many sticky situations in this game. A super underrated perk, incredible value. Definitely grab this. Now, for the Prestige perk options, if you are not taking Invigorating Icon, you could probably take Resilience for more stim HP. This does up the overall stim economy of the game for you and just makes them more valuable as pickups, which is pretty nice. Though on this build, I am taking Auxiliary Reload, Overcharge, Powerful Shot, and Masterful Defense, but really all of these perks here are quite strong. Standard Bearer is pretty good for having invulnerability on your banner placement, especially with things like a Concussive Force or Glorious Shield build, mainly because invulnerability in Space Marine 2 will make you immune to damage and no knockback, which means you'll have like full free range to charge up your charge attacks on a Power Fist or a Thunder Hammer. Now, Masterful Defense is a god tier perk because getting 1% CDR back for every blocked range attack against Chaos especially, it's just going to give you back full banners. Super high value perk. Super high value perk. You pretty much always pick this up. Now, the final perks you can take here are, of course, Auxiliary Reload or Powerful Shot. I think Powerful Shot is definitely worth taking. Overcharge is always worth taking because charge attack damage on a Power Fist especially is going to allow you to one-shot guys, and this just helps out your ammo economy. The only one I would really skip over is Emboldened Stand, but that is pretty much all I have to say in this one, guys. The Power Fist has been a god-tier weapon for like over a year now. A lot of people don't realize this weapon actually functions like a ranged option, where all you have to do is just charge up your charge attack and just punch guys from a mile away. The range on this weapon is disgusting, and the Bulwark is an absolute juggernaut. So hopefully this build guide helped you. If you like content like this, subscribe for more. If you want to catch me live to ask me questions about the game or just come hang out, you can find me here on YouTube or on Twitch with a link in the video description, alongside a link to my community Discord. And as always, thank you for watching. Take it easy. Bye. I hate streamers who stream while driving. Well, that's just called negligence.
Take cover! Another scene of atrocity. That is your move. Feel your might.
I imagine my streaming career will end like Cat in the Hat when like they all had him strung up like a pinata and they all beat him to death. That'll be cool. It'll be a great live stream.
That silence continues. Now, fill the sea. Fresh magazine.
I don't even know what I would do for my next channel. I don't know if I do gaming again. I'm gonna try something new. I get really bored if I don't have at least like some kind of project to work on. My old boss used to hate me for it. He's got so.
Keep going forward. Waste nothing, brothers. Failed at Ultra. Failed. Rally points reached.
The Munitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards. It's enough to demolish the bridge.
Just to be clear, FTG is not actually a proponent of getting rid of labor laws. It's a joke. Or what we call funny. Ah, yes, the zone, the Termagant firing squad here. Awesome.
We still have supports to wire.
Oh, we blocked some of the shells.
Ready to deploy. Bask in the Emperor's glory.
Sorry, that was a real ska. What can this guy really do against such an overwhelming fist?
We need her bombs.
He needs to scream at me. Oh, I have no ammo. Awkward. Boy, there were a conveniently placed ammo cache right here.
No doubt. We still have supports to wire. We need more bombs.
I think this is the most proportionately powerful, or I should say disproportionately powerful Bulwark build in comparison to how hard it is to actually use, because I think the better Bulwark build is the Shield Bash build I made. I think that is just the best. I mean, any that or any variation of that is going to be the best, if you know what you're doing. However, the best build for, like, your dad, this one.
We still have supports to wire. We need more bombs.
In FTG's country, no bathroom breaks, everyone gets a piss bottle. That's efficient to me.
The ravenous we still have supports to wire. We need more bombs. You failed at Ultra. Failed. Primed explosives. Slow down targets from rallying fresh warriors. Our foes' wretched forces. Get us to the grave. one's back. Denied. We still have supports to wire. We need more bombs. Where's lifeguard left?
Okay. If they want to parry bug me, I'm gonna walk over here and grab a bomb. Nice try, fucking idiot. Yeah, when you call one tier an idiot, you're calling them all an idiot because you're a hive mind. Thing. Every insult is an insult to all of them.
Charges wired. No foe. This galaxy's the door to the tower. So, what's for psychic onslaught? We still have supports to wire. We need more bombs.
That bug maybe 1,000 bits. Very nice of you. That was the current best in slot assault gun and melee. The best in slot assault weapons were just block fist, balance fist, power axe, and thunder hammer. Block or balance, depending on the build, but those were the three best. I would say power fist is still the overall best. Very boring though. Power axe might actually be a bit better, honestly.
This support is ready for demolition. We are ready to ambush the target. Come on.
Secondaries were just dependent, like rate of fire plasma, really strong on him.
And lure that Xenos Colossus into the kill zone.
Ammunition here. Skitter to the grave.
Another power fist, dude.
Tyranids dispatched and dismantled.
Gonna browse your channel for the last assault guide. Yeah, I have a whole best build set up for this patch and last patch as well. I don't think much has changed for the assault at all, so not much has changed for the assault since like patch 12, to be honest. Even then, it didn't really change much. She just gave an animation cancel. Changed one perk.
Inserting round.
Is the multi-melter worth leveling up for the heavy? I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as it used to be. I do think the there are better options now, like the heroic heavy bolter and the heroic plasma are the two best guns. I think the heroic heavy bolter is better than the heroic heavy plasma because fencing window is just too good on heavy. Balance windows suck, especially on that class. Like that can actually just animation lock you, and that class is a class that has very little in the way of no knockback, which means that's just how you die. You get stun locked.
Objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge. Defend this position.
Also, the
until
ammo
Lieutenant
economy on the
Command
heroic
unit is
plasma is
executed.
donkey.
Understood, my lord.
But they're both the two best.
The Emperor guide our
Best
last
options in my opinion. Multi-Melta and Pyro Cannon, they're very strong. Well, Pyro Cannon's not strong. Multi-Melta is still very strong. I just don't think it's like that fucking balance parry window, man. Just shit. Just so shit.
Fresh cartridge.
They're stacking up. Get a frag in there.
Knocked out.
The Hive Tyrant is on its way, but there is a horde of Xenos between you and it. Dig in for the long haul. You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Is heavy heroic plasma better than the relic tiers? I would say so. They're all pretty good, but like, I don't know. Heavy plasma does a lot of damage, but like, so does everything else on heavy. The main thing you want in heavy is just contest. As long as you have contested health recovery, ammo regen,
Your eyes peeled.
you're pretty golden.
Xenos leader beast will be in
Doesn't matter which
position
build you
very
use.
shortly.
In a lot of cases, people are a little too obsessed with the actual damage of a build and not how often your build can actually get off that damage. There's, you know, dead DPS is no DPS. Would you consider heavy's parry window prestige per good or unnecessary with the heavy bolter? Well, it doesn't even work. So, unnecessary.
I've never seen such an atrocity. Hold. Give the Hive beast a moment.
That perk is bugged to actually take your parry beyond the possible active windows in the game. It only works on block. He doesn't have a block weapon. I like the heroic heavy plasma. It's fun to play even it's not meta. I mean, it's pretty meta. I'd say it's like, if it's not number one, it's number two. And if it's not number two, it's number one. So I'd say that that's pretty meta.
Our tactics were sound.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the Hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay. Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead.
We hear you, Command. It will be done. The target is still struggling under that wreckage.
Oh, a relic? Well, I guess we just auto-win,
This has touched death.
Not that there was anything to really kill us left.
We crush the ravenous brood beneath our boots. Stay alert.
Defensive mastery, fair. Fair ability. I prepare to be Falco punched. I will punch you and all of your spore mines. Your kind will die. Viciously. Okay, you have some game. Just kidding, you're dead.
Pursue and eliminate. We will not have a better opportunity to finish it off.
Maybe that guy tried to attack us. How could you do that against a bulwark? I remember Intimidating Aura kind of sucked in this game, and they nerf buffed it. So Intimidating Aura used to have no cooldown when the game came out, but its damage was way less. Now it's cracked. See, these are the kind of events that the Power Sword, Power Fist dies for. What's up, FTG? How's game? The game is good. We love game.
Reload. Caution. It may still attempt to ambush us.
If you tried the both charged plasma pistols on heavy, it is doo-doo. I think heavy plasmas are power craft by the heroic one a little bit. Only because its ammo economy is so shit. Which version of Power Fist you want at the moment? Block. Block's just the best on Bulwark. Balance is really good on Assault because Assault has a animation cancel that cancel balance for the balance negative frame startups, or otherwise no. Never good at all.
Execute that one. Let the company retain superiority. Press the attack buttons. The Xenos leader bescales the building. Take to the roof.
I mean, I love your videos. Question: do burning weapons stack burning? Like, if everybody has burning, they all sat together. I mean, there's a max burn you can apply to enemies. I think you can apply that faster. I haven't really tested it with like a group. I don't play the group usually, but there's a max amount of burning to get an enemy. Fucking clown, you morons.
This rather
Or I should say you moron, because you're a hive mind. Another Astartes shouting at clouds.
There is no going back, brothers. Encircle and eliminate! Undergoing some kind of transformation. It just triggered every side warning in my suit. destroyed. Bask in the Emperor's glory. You failed that oath. Fate.
This is a punch to the face. Oh, that Bulwark build just face rolls. That's like the Chaos too. That's why I always called the streamer build, because he just AFK. Even if you take like, you just print HP. Invigorating Icons honestly is cracked. Just endlessly print HP for yourself. Pretty peak.